Here is a list of 15 of these facts that could save your life. These are great survival hacks, general knowledge, and just simply good stuff to know in case you wind up in one of these situations. 1. Your smartphone battery can start a fire. If you are one of those people who packs a phone but forgets to pack matches or a lighter and winds up in a situation that calls for fire, this can help you out a lot. First, just take your telephone battery out of your phone. Second, start a little pile of kindling. Then take the battery and shove it into the tiny pile of kindling. Use a knife to puncture the battery. When it breaks open, the lithium within the battery will erupt as soon because it is mixed with the air around you. Then you only use the kindling to start out your fire and you're able to go. 2. The way to outrun an alligator. Alligators aren't friendly creatures, so if you encounter one, it's going to behoove you to run away rather than see if this might be the start of a gorgeous relationship. If the alligator gives chase, then rather than running during a line to your destination, run in zigzags. Alligators are much slower once they need to turn, and this may offer you the advantage of quickness, enabling you to outrun the gator. 3. Give yourself the Heimlich maneuver. If you discover yourself choking, you'll hope that somebody around you knows the Heimlich maneuver. Well, if you shop around and there's nobody there, you'll need to chance giving yourself these facts that would save your life. Put your fist about 2 inches above your belly button. This may enable you to obtrude the article causing you to choke. Then take the fist and leverage it at the highest of a chair, wall, or table. This may allow you to thrust your own fist into your belly, hopefully releasing the wedge blocking your windpipe and allowing you to eject the item in question. 4. Use superglue to carry together an open wound. If you've got a cut on your body that appears love it may require stitches, you'll use superglue to carry it together until you'll get yourself to a medical professional. Just hold the wood shut and apply the superglue to the highest of the wound. Use your finger to smear it on top of the height of the wound. This may seal the wound quickly and efficiently for the nonce. 5. The rule of 3. If you discover yourself during a wilderness or severe weather situation, remember the rule of 3. A person can generally survive 3 minutes of severe bleeding, 3 minutes without air, 3 hours without shelter in extreme conditions, 3 days without water, and 3 weeks without food. This may assist you to prioritize your steps to success as you plan to survive whatever situation you'll be in. 6. Use your pants as a life preserver. This tiny trick is employed by everyone. Boy Scouts, Marines, lifeguards, and more are trained with these facts that would save your life. If you discover yourself in an emergency situation that needs a life jacket or preserver, think about using your pants. Tie the legs together at the top of the pants, locking within the air that's going inside. Then just fan it over your head 2 or 3 times to catch some air inside your pants. Then, simply put over your head onto your neck. Your newly inflated trousers will keep you afloat while you work out what to try to do next. 7. If a tornado seems like it's standing still, it's probably moving toward you. If you're within the middle of a tornado during a tornado zone and therefore the beast seems to only be standing still hovering over an equivalent area of land, there's a robust chance it's coming toward you. Detect a windmill, road sign, or any good upright standing thing and specialize in it for a flash. See if the tornado is moving to the proper or left of it. If neither one, then it's moving toward you or directly away. Don't take an opportunity. Get out of the world running to the left or right of the trail of the monster. 8. Do you need to break out a car window? This is often a trick employed by firemen and other first responders to accidents. If you would like to interrupt out a window, make certain to hit the window round the edges. It's strongest within the middle and thus hardest to interrupt. You'll use anything from a glass breaking tool to an outsized rock to penetrate the framework. 9. Need 911. If you're lost or somewhere where your telephone company is showing that you simply haven't any service, you ought to attempt to dial 911 anyway. 911 may be a special number that attempts to travel through all available networks, not just your provider. This includes emergency service channel and even available private networks just like the military. You'll also use your emergency number in most other countries. You'll do that albeit it's not an equivalent because the one they use. Also, note that each one's cell phones are often want to contact emergency numbers without the necessity to unlock the phone. 10. Electrical shortages. If you're ever during a pool or other large body of water and you taste a metallic taste in your mouth, immediately get out of the water. This usually means there's an electrical shortage somewhere within the water. This will be deadly if you encounter it directly. 11. What to do in a strong current. During a strong current, if you're ever out for a swim within the ocean and encounter a very strong rift current, don't panic. Rather than trying to swim back to shore, swim parallel to the shore. Do that until you're out of the present, then head back to the shore for a well-deserved rest. 12. Coconuts. If you're lucky enough to be stranded somewhere that has coconut trees, concentrate to those facts that would save your life. Brown coconuts contain oils which will dehydrate you, so only drink the milk from the green coconuts. You can, however, burn the husks of the brown coconuts to repel mosquitoes. 13. Fallen power lines. If you discover yourself where an overhead power cable fell and remains on the bottom, be happy you're still standing. There are a couple of 100,000 volts browsing these lines at any time. Don't attempt to walk or run away. Instead, bunny hop or shuffle, keeping both your feet touching the whole time you create your escape. You'll get torched if the gap in your shoes is just too big. The bunny hop may save your life. 14. Survival candles. Always keep a survival candle in your car, especially in cold situations. The warmth that comes off a survival candle can keep you from freezing to death. This will last up to 115 hours or the lifetime of the candle. This will save your life. 15. Deer crossing. If you're driving and you see a deer running across the road, it's better to hit it than to run into the ditch. However, if you see a moose crossing the road, it's better to run into the ditch. Hitting a moose is like hitting a brick wall and you'll suffer fatal injuries and die. If you hit the deer, your insurance companies are going to be ready to tell there was an accident involving a deer. This may presumably be found to not be your fault. If you're taking the ditch, then they need no way of knowing the reality and you'll be found guilty. If it's the moose, just take the insurance hike, your life isn't worthwhile.